Oh, buddy. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Am I live, bro? Yeah, I'm live. So, I have some problem to solve. English is the problem, bro. Is this skill on Grab? What does it feel like to die? Okay. Russian. This is Russian. What is woman does accents perfectly?
This amazing woman can speak English in any foreign accent, and it
Why it's too slow?
sounds incredible.
American.
Oh my god, I'm like so excited to be back. You have no
Greek.
idea. I am very happy because I will see all of my
Australian.
friends. And I'm like literally so excited. But like the hardest part about being
French.
over here, it is like can be a little bit distracting because see there's a music
Russian.
right now.
It's crazy the accent, bro. I have to use headphone. I have to use headphone, bro.
And honestly, like when I see people, I'm like, stop bothering
Spanish.
me because really my social battery it runs out of time very
Macedonian.
quickly. But honestly, because it's very close to home, I am really not like
British.
picky about anything. But I think I'll manage. And quite frankly,
Serbian.
I think that I just
How she managed to speak like them, bro? I wanna be like her. I don't be like. I mean, I want. What I have to say? I wanna be like her. No. Like her means how she pronounce how she does all accent.
I just love it here. When I'm in Belgrade, I actually think
Indian.
that is like a little bit hectic, because like all of these people, all of these different personalities.
Turkish.
It's funny, bro. It's funny. Indian accent is funny.
I really I like it ya. Yani çok nice geliyor to
Italian.
me. And honestly, I am very excited about all of this. And thank you for watching.
If you use this sound,
If you use this lash out,
Have you heard this phrasal verb before? Do
lash
you know
out.
what it means? Can you use it in a sentence? Well, get ready to learn all about this phrasal verb right now.
Right now, phrasal verb definition: to attack verbally or physically. Lash out.
Lash out.
Lash out.
Lash out means to attack verbally or physically.
To attack verbally or physically.
Here's a sentence that
He yelled for a long time at the referee for giving his favorite player a
could be
foul.
rewritten to include the phrasal verb to lash out. He yelled for a long time at the referee
Foul.
for giving his favorite player a foul.
A foul.
This sentence is perfectly fine to use. It's grammatically correct and makes sense. But here's how you can use the phrasal verb lash out to make it more conversational. He lashed out at the referee for giving his favorite player a foul.
He lashed out at the referee for giving his favorite player a foul.
So try out this sentence. He lashed out
He
at the
lashed out
referee
at the
for giving his
referee for
favorite
giving
player
his
a
favorite
foul.
player a foul.
Have you heard this
I
phrase?
got it. Never added ing to these 16 common words. Okay.
Episode. I'm Eva, and I help learners speak beautiful English.
Beautiful English. Oh, she does how to learn vocabulary effectively. Bro, I have problem with could have, would have, should have, in English. past modal verbs? What is that? I
So
have.
I'm writing
I mean,
an essay on cats.
Modals are important, bro.
Cats in art history.
Cats
I'm an
in
art
art
history
history.
major.
So this past week during a live English lesson, someone asked about past modal verbs. You know, verbs like must have, should have, would have, and
Modal verbs has past tense.
could have. And I gave a pretty good answer, I think. But I also made a note to myself that I should do a bit of a longer lesson on those 4 verbs. Modal verbs are a little bit tricky to learn, so in this lesson I'll give you kind of the basics for using those past modal verbs, and I'll try to give you some really good example sentences so you can see how they're used. So, welcome to this English lesson about past modal verbs. Pronunciation. The correct way to write these would be must have, should have, would have, and could have. But
Must have, should have, would have, could have.
as you know, English speakers like to talk really quickly, so we normally say must have, should have, would have, and
Must have, should have, would have, could have.
could have.
Must have,
Sometimes
should
you'll
have,
even
could have,
hear
would have.
people say
Must have.
shoulda, woulda,
Must
and
have, shoulda,
coulda.
coulda,
But that's
woulda.
very, very informal, but
Yeah.
still quite common in spoken English. If you
Very quite common in spoken English.
happen to see must of or should of or would of or could have, that's actually wrong. The correct way to make the contraction is must have, should have, would have, and could have. So that's a
Must have, should have, could have, would have. What? Must of? I don't know.
little bit of information for you about pronunciation. Let's move on and start talking about how to use these past modal verbs. Let's start by talking about must have. We use must have when we notice something in the present, when we see or hear something, and we decide that something else happened that
Something else happened.
caused that situation. We draw a conclusion. Here are some examples. I could say this: there are puddles on the ground, so it must have rained last night.
There are puddles on the ground, so it must rained last night.
If I wanted to say it quickly, though, I could say there's puddles on the ground, so it must have rained last night.
So it must have rained last night. Rained last night.
I could say there's a dent in my car, so someone must have hit it.
So someone must have hit it.
I could say all of the cookies are gone, so the kids must have eaten them.
The kids must have eaten them.
Although in our house, when all the cookies are
Eaten.
gone, it isn't the kids that have eaten them. You can notice, though, that I am describing a situation, something that I'm currently seeing, and then I'm drawing a conclusion. I'm deciding that something else happened that caused that situation.
That caused that situation.
Let's talk about should have. One of the ways I use should have is to describe a situation I'm in, and then to talk about what I didn't do that resulted in
Didn't do that
me
resulted
being
in me
in that situation.
being in that
To talk
situation.
about something that I didn't do in the past that would have prevented the situation that I'm in. Here are some examples. The van is out of gas. I should have bought gas yesterday.
The van is out of gas. I should have bought the gas yesterday. Should have bought gas yesterday. Gas.
We're out of milk. I should have bought milk yesterday. Or I got a speeding ticket. I should have driven a bit more slowly. So you can see I'm describing a situation I'm in, something that's happening right now, and then I'm talking about something that I didn't do in the past, maybe even something I
Didn't do in the past, bro. It's complicated things. I have to be pro in modal verbs.
regret, especially with the speeding ticket example. I got a speeding ticket. I should have been driving more slowly. So when you use should have, you're talking about a current situation and then something you didn't do in the past that maybe you should have done. Let's talk about would have.
We should have done, bro.
One of the ways we use would have is to talk about something we didn't do in the past, and then we like to give the reason why we didn't do it as well. Here are some examples. I would have bought you a birthday present, but I
I would have bought you a birthday present, but I didn't have any money.
didn't have any money.
I didn't have any money. That's why. No, it's not like that. I would have bought you a birthday present, but I didn't have money. I would have bought my car, but I didn't have any reason to buy it because I live at home every single day.
Notice I described the situation. I described the thing I didn't do, and then I give the reason. Here are a couple more examples. I would have loved to go to the concert with you, but I was too busy.
I would love to go to with you, but I was busy.
I would have gone to work, but I was sick.
I would have gone to work, but I was sick.
So in all of these examples, we mention the thing that didn't happen, and then we give the reason why it didn't happen. This is a great structure for learning how to use would have when you're learning English. Let's talk about could have. One of the ways to use could have is to talk about something that was a possibility in the past, but you chose not to do it.
I didn't just know it. Okay. I could have applied to that university, but I wasn't interested.
Here are some examples. I could have bought you flowers, but I didn't feel like it. I could have gone to the gym, but I wanted to sleep in.
I could have gone to the gym, but I wanted to sleep in.
I could have won the game, but I
let him win.
Notice in all those
I could have won the game, but I let him win.
situations, there was a possibility of something happening, but I chose to do something different. So it's a little different than would have. In these situations with could have, it's based on me choosing to do something because of how I felt.
Could have, would have, could have, would have. Most important thing. Could have, would have, could have, would have. Past modal verbs. Must have, could have, should have, and would have. Must have. Could have, should have. I shouldn't have done that.
Or an action I took. So I could have bought her flowers, but I didn't feel like it. It's kind of mean, isn't it? I should have bought her flowers because she's awesome. Well, thank you for watching this introductory lesson on how to use some modal verbs in the past. This is a pretty big topic, so there's no way that one little lesson like this will teach you everything you need to know, but I certainly hope some of the examples I gave will help you as you continue to learn and practice your English.
Past modal verbs. Can or could.
Hi guys, I'm Arnell from Arnell's Everyday English, and today we're looking at could have, may have, hi everyone, might have, must have, should have, and would have.
Oh man! More too! May have, might have. Where do those come from, bro? Also, may have and might have?
I know, all of this looks a bit overwhelming, but today we're going to do it in bite-sized pieces. First, we're going to look at could have, may have, and might have together. We're going to see the connection with must have. Then we have should have, and finally would have. What we also need to do is look at something very important. Pronunciation. Native speakers get really lazy when they use these. So at the end of the lesson, I'm going to take a couple of minutes to show you how to be really lazy too. first things first. Could, may, might, must, should, and would are what we call modal verbs. Modal verbs have so many different uses, and it's really important to remember that throughout today's lesson. Because today we are specifically looking at past modals. These modals plus have plus the past participle.
Past participle.
What's the past participle? Let's do a little review. Walk.
Okay, I've done how many minutes? 15 minutes. So yeah, right now I'm going to learn Arabic.